Hey everyone, here we are at the end of day one, my week 6 challenge of eating like a Kenyan orphan to help raise money for mothers fighting for others. And I need to say thank you. We're at the end of day one and we've already raised $701. So of course we're upping our goal and we're hoping to raise $1,000 this week. $1,000, that's enough money to feed the orphanage for 2 months. That is incredible if we can raise that amount of money this week. Thank you for your support. Now, how do I feel? I gotta admit, not the greatest. The food has been very bland, except for the corn on the cob tonight. The food was very bland. The Ugali I had this morning, I don't know if I made it wrong or not, but it's just sitting in my stomach like a ton of bricks. But let's face it, dried red beans and white rice just don't have a lot of flavor. And I guess that's one thing you don't really realize until you don't have it anymore. But the taste that food has. Like I had the corn tonight and it tasted so good because I hadn't really tasted anything of substance all day. So day one is done. We have 6 more days to go. Instead of doing my normal morning videos, I'm just going to do an evening video at the end as a wrap up of how the day went. And if you haven't donated, please consider giving $20, $25, $10, whatever you can to mothers fighting for others. Really help spread the word. Send out tweets. Like this on your Facebook page. You know, spread the message as much as we can. One thing I haven't mentioned is Mothers Fighting for Others has actually gone in, took over an orphanage and changed the food. They're now having more nutritional food. They're having fruits and that sort of stuff. They're not eating just what I'm eating. And that's why it's so important. They're doing such good work. So we need to help provide them the tools that they need, the money they need to keep doing that type of work. Thank you very much for your support and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, one of the things we get to have here is called Ugali. I think that's how I pronounce it. And how basic is it? It's 4 cups of water and 4 cups of corn flour. You just add the corn flour to the boiling water, stir it, let it boil for a few minutes, then let it simmer for 20 minutes, and you basically have dough, which is a meal in Kenya. Okay, here's breakfast for day one. I have some chai tea, I have a handful of rice, and a little bit of ugali. Now, you notice I'm using a very small plate, as you can see, in comparison to my hand. That's because they eat small portions, so I want to make sure I don't make my portions too big. But that's breakfast, day one. Okay, so first impressions. I finished my first breakfast. Bland. Not very fulfilling. Makes you really appreciate what we do have to eat. That steak dinner last night was really good, but for somebody who tends to go on the high protein, low carb diet, this isn't going to be a great week. But that's what a typical breakfast is. So make sure you sign on to mothersfightingforothers.org and donate that $25, and we'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, here we are for meal 2 of my first day, and let me say it's been a struggle so far. All we have, again on a small plate, is white rice and red beans. Now I didn't take the easy way out and get the canned beans. I actually got dried red beans, soaked them and cooked them. Got another cup of tea also. This is my second cup of tea today. I do need to add a little flavor to these meals. They are a little bland. Alright, I gotta admit, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. I'm struggling for some reason to get this down. The Ugali stuff this morning is sitting in me like a ton of bricks. I don't know if I made it wrong or if that's just the way it is, but it's like one big clump of dough and it's just sitting in my belly still. For lunch, really hungry, eating the beans and rice, and it's not going down so well. I got about half of it done, but I think I'm done. You know, I hate throwing this away because I know this is a meal for somebody. So please support this cause. Please help this challenge have a little more meaning than just me eating this food. Please send the $25. We got a few people who did it already today. Just a few more people. Send $25 for Mothers Fighting for Others. You can help feed an orphanage for a month in Kenya. Click the link, go to Mothers Fighting for Others, send $25, and we're going to see you tonight when it gets a little bit better, at least, because I get to add in maize or corn to my meal. Okay, day one, meal 3, my dinner. Got a glass of water, Got some more rice. If nothing else, I'm becoming a master at making fluffy white rice. I got some maize, corn on the cob, and I got some more red beans. I just gotta say, after a day of flavorless food all day long, this may be the best piece of corn I've ever had.